Hi, I'm Kit Thompson with Kitty Ani Kreativ Long Arm and Quilting Studio. Hey, I want to show you around the studio today and show you how I help quilters finish their quilts as well as make t-shirt and memory quilts for people as well. So come on into the studio and let's look around. So one of the things that we do is we make t-shirt quilts and we make memory quilts for people. So I have tons of t-shirts myself. I'm sure you do too. So what I do is I take the t-shirts and I cut them out of the t-shirt panel, make a panel, and then I put a little stabilizer in the back, and then we have a quilt. After that, we also do memory quilts. These are from people's clothing. If they've passed away, a lot of times loved ones want to have a cherished quilt out of their clothing. So I make those as well. As a quilter, you'll come to me with your completed quilt top. And that means all the work that's been done here to piece and cut and sew everything back together to make a lovely quilt top. But we're not done because we need to sew those 3 layers together. So the first thing we're going to do when you come into my studio is we're going to figure out which thread color to use. So this is exciting because we're going to audition the thread. So all the different colors that I think might work here, we bring them out. If you have a color that you're thinking of, we bring that out. And it's always interesting to me how color plays. You might think that, oh, I need the pink, but then when you actually bring the pink to the quilt, you realize this is a little bit bright and maybe this is not the color I want. So we'll try out maybe a beige, maybe a cream, white, whatever color your quilt is, we try to match it up as best we can. So in this particular instance, I have found this chestnut, which just has that beautiful kind of bit of tone of a little bit of a beigey brown rust kind of color in the pink, and it just looks magical. So now we've picked a thread color that we agree to, that you think is going to look great on your quilt. Then we have to pick the design. Every quilt has a different kind of approach and look to it. Some people like a more contemporary design. Some people want something a little more traditional. Once we've selected your quilt colors and your thread color and your pattern, then what I do is I bring it into Ani. This here is Ani, my Innova M28. And we actually run a basting. I've already attached the backing fabric to the leaders here with what I call the red snappers, or what they call the red snappers. And I've suspended it taut across the bottom. Okay, this is where it gets really kind of cool. Once we've finished quilting your quilt on the long arm and the 3 layers are sewn together, you have the option of either having it picked up just as it is, and then you would do the trimming and the binding in your own home, or I can trim for you if you want, and then I can also bind for you. So if you wanted to have the quilt finished with a nice finished binding edge here like so, I can do that as well. It's your preference, so whichever direction you want it. Thank you so much for coming into the studio today. It's my pleasure to show you what I love to do every day with the quilting and making memory quilts and t-shirt quilts. So if you have an idea for a project, whether it's a t-shirt quilt, a memory quilt, or if you're a beginner quilter and need a long armor, by all means contact me. I'm at kittyaniKreativ.com, Kitty Ani Kreativ on all the socials. And I'm happy to help you out if you're a new quilter or if you're an experienced quilter and you just need to have a change and have some new ideas come your way. Thanks so much for joining us today. Take care.